I think a lot can be said from that, even just from life in general, because when you think about it, like how often do you plan something and it goes according to plan? Like you learn so much about adaptability, and if you can't be adaptable and your plan goes wrong, you're stuck. You're just stuck. I mean, I'll even admit, like I kind of went through that myself, where like my plan didn't go the way I wanted to, and then I just got stuck. But
Yep.
I think, and I know I texted you guys a few days ago. We were talking about how I got a new job, and I'll say honestly, like without meeting you guys and without hearing your story, I don't think I would have went for it.
Mm.
I don't think I would have taken that like leap of faith. Like I changed
That's
my career
real.
field completely, and like, I don't think I would have done it had I not heard your story. So you definitely
Let's go.
inspired me.
It means the world, and it gives me it just gave me the chills now. And honestly, reading that text message when we were on that hike that one day, a smile literally it was all over my face, and I remember turning to you, Chris, and I was like, this is why, like,
Yeah.
the Instagram account, whatever, it's cool, but like the whole point is to inspire and to like light a fire, and that's one of the things that I love to do. I love to inspire. I love to just give a different perspective, and not even to just like to shove my like, but just to like give a different perspective and just to kind of share my story, because it just changed my life. And there's not many things that I can you know point that to. Like, there's not many things that I say that sentence around, right? Like, you have a few moments in your life where, like, okay, wow, like this was pivotal. It was like, but this has truly changed my life.
Yeah.
And I wish more. And again, it's not for everyone, but I just wish that more people got a taste of kind of a different perspective, because I think it's really important that we all share perspectives, right? All of us have different upbringings, different, directions of life where that have got us to where we are now. And I think stories are so important to tell and to share, and to be vulnerable and to open up and all. Like, man, there's nothing that makes me put a bigger smile on my face. And I know for Chris, when people come up to us and say, hey, man, you're so inspiring. I get messages all the time on Instagram saying, like, I did this because of this. Like, I met a guy in Tampa, Florida, lived his whole life and working in a career, and an older gentleman. And since meeting me, he quit his job. And I'm not recommending everyone quit their job, but just like, if you have the financial means, and if you think that you're ready in your life and you do need that extra push, hey man, I'll be that extra push, because I know it has changed my life. And for you, Randy, man, I'm so proud of you, because it takes a lot of courage. It takes, and I kind of wrote about this on my most recent post, man. It's that, like, that intuition. It's that feeling of like, man, I'm like ready for this next step. Maybe I'm really scared, but I know I need to do it. I just need that extra push. And
Yeah.
I think you needed that. And I'm so glad and so thankful that we were able to be a source for you, man.
I did, and like I talked to the guys about it, and I talked to some other people about it too. And I think what it was that inspired me was like I saw what you did. It's like you talked about early on. You had your nice cushy, Wall Street job. You had the apartment. You had the car. Like you had all the stuff, and you took that jump and went to this. And like that's huge. And I thought to myself, if they can do that, I can do this. And that was huge for me. And I was, another thing I said to the guys too was, I don't know if this is going to work out. Like maybe it will, maybe it won't. But what I do know is that my current situation wasn't working. So
Mm,
I don't know if this one is going to work, but I know what was going on was not working.
mm,
So a change needed to happen. So maybe this is a change for the. I mean, this is I look at it that either way, it's a change for the good, because it got me out of that situation, and if it doesn't work out, I can go to something else that might. But maybe this will work out. Maybe this will be great for me. But the only way to know is to try, and that's what I'm doing now. Is I'm going to try.
beautiful.
Hell yeah, brother. Damn, that was inspiring
Yeah,
right now. I got chills.
dude, I know. I was literally emotional, like I'm about to cry. I'm so soft. One of the things that I play in my head a lot, and I think big picture, and sometimes like want to like this is deep, but I think about this a lot because it is serious. Like, I want to if that the cliche thing about being on your deathbed and living a life you're proud of. I don't want to live with regret. Number one, I want to live life kind of on my. I don't want to write someone else's story. I want to write my own story, and that regret piece, like if that shoulda, coulda, woulda thing is like the thing that haunts me, right? Where you're like, deep down that you need to do something, but are you gonna let the comfortness and the all of this stuff to like pull you the other way?
Yeah, just like complacency.
And that's
Really.
why I'm like, don't settle. Like if it like you're going to like, and I can tell you this even for me, like we're launching a business now when we're still like on this building stage of it not being sexy and stuff. Like this job that I walked away from, like everyone just got 8% raises, and it makes you feel like, like did I really do this? But I will say, man, that regret piece, I still wouldn't want it any other way. I'm learning so much. I'm learning more. I'm more about myself. And again, the biggest thing that I would ask anyone whenever they're going through a pivotal, life-changing decision, what's the worst thing that could happen? You, Randy, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Man, we're back to the drawing board, and it's all going to be good, and I'm going to learn, and it's going to work out. Right? Yeah. What about, like, I remember for me in high school, when I got, like, like C's or whatever, and I got like a detention. It was the biggest thing at the time.
Yeah.
And it was this huge like ordeal. Man, looking back in time, you think you're gonna be 35 and say, "Oh man, I shouldn't have done that." Like it's gonna work out, and I say this for everyone. Like it's going as long as you're learning and you're figuring out more about you and what works and what doesn't. That alone, that alone is worth it. Just to be able to look back and to be like, okay. I know this more about me. This didn't work out, but it's pushing me forward. So, you all the credit in the world, man. It takes a lot of courage, and I think you took that first step. And as a fan and as someone that is going to rally behind you, I hope it does, my man.
Yeah. No, thank you guys so much, and thank you for sharing your story. Because I think there's a lot of people that could share. Thanks for watching. If you liked this clip and want to see more, click the link below or head over to our channel, like, subscribe, and make sure to hit that bell icon so you can stay up to date on the most current lessons learned content. See ya!